Hello students, today in this video we will see yet another parametric curve. The equation of the curve is given as x upon a bracket raised to 2 by 3 plus y upon b bracket raised to 2 by 3 is equal to 1. The curve is called as asteroid or star shaped curve. Now the parametric equations of the curve are x is equal to a cos cube t and y is equal to b sin cube t. Now first we will see the symmetry of the given curve. Now from this we can see that x is an even function. We have cos t here, whereas here this y will be an odd function. So what we can say, since x is an even function, the curve is symmetric about the x-axis. Now what we'll do, we'll put t is equal to pi minus t. On substituting t is equal to pi minus t, x changes from x to minus x because cos of pi minus t is minus cos t. But this y, what it will be b sine of pi minus t whole cube, and we know that sine of pi minus t is sine t. So the value of y remains unchanged. So what we can say from this, that the given curve is symmetric about the y-axis also. So first we'll see whether the function is even or odd. Considering that point, we can say that since x is an even function, the curve is symmetric about the x-axis. And then we'll substitute t is equal to pi minus t. We can see that the value of x changes, but the value of y remains the same. So the curve is symmetric about y-axis also. Then next point comes whether the given curve passes through the origin or not. Now we'll consider this x is equal to a cos cube t, and we'll put put x is equal to 0. So what we'll have, 0 is equal to a cos cube t. Further, cos cube t, it is equal to 0. That means what, t is cos inverse of 0, that is pi by 2. And now we'll substitute this value of t, that is pi by 2, in the equation for y. So y is now b sin cube t. We know that. We'll put t is equal to pi by 2. So what we have is y is equal to b into sine of pi by 2 whole cube. We know sine of pi by 2 is 1. So what we have is b. That is, value of y is b and not 0. That is, x and y, they are not 0 for the same value of t. We have substituted the value of t as pi by 2. That is, first we have substituted x is equal to 0. We have found out the corresponding value for t. Then we have substituted that value of t, that is pi by 2, in the equation for y. And we are not getting 0. That means the curve doesn't pass through the origin. Then comes the tangents. Now we know x is a cos cube t and y is b sin cube t. We'll differentiate x with respect to t. So what we have is dx by dt is equal to, it will be how much? A as it is. Derivative of cos cube t will be how much? It will be 3 cos square t, and derivative of cos t is minus sin t. So what we have is minus 3a cos square t sin t. Now for y is b sin cube t. We will differentiate y with respect to t. So we have dy by dt is equal to b as it is. This is sin cube t. So it will be, derivative will be 3 sin square t, and derivative of sin t will be cos t. So what we have for dy by dt is 3b sin square t cos t. So dy by dx will be dy by dt upon dx by dt. So it is 3b sin square t cos t upon minus 3a cos square t sin t. So on simplification we have minus b upon a sin t or minus b upon a tan t. This is dy by dx. And now we'll prepare a table for different values of t and the corresponding values of x, y and dy by dx. Now if t is equal to 0, for example, we'll see. So what we have, x is a cos cube t. Cos of 0 is 1. So value of x will be a. Y is b sin cube t. Now t is 0. Sin of 0 is 0. So what will be value of y? It will be 0. Now dy by dx, it is minus b upon a tan t. So if t is 0, tan 0 will be 0. So dy by dx will be 0. So we can find out the values for t is equal to pi by 2, t is equal to pi, t is equal to 3 pi by 2 and t is equal to 2 pi. The corresponding values for x, y and dy by dx are as shown in this table. Now from the table we can find where the curve intersects the x-axis and the y-axis. Now we can see the curve intersects x-axis at a0 minus a0 and again a0. You can see this point. When the curve intersects the x-axis, y is 0. So we have y is equal to 0 at these 3 points. When t is 0, when t is equal to pi and when t is equal to 2 pi. At these points, the coordinates are a0, minus a0 and a0. Similarly, we can find out where the given curve intersects the y-axis. When the curve intersects the y-axis, x will be 0. So we have here x at 0, that is for t is equal to pi by 2. And we have here x is equal to 0 for t is equal to 3 pi by 2. That is at these 2 points the curve intersects the y-axis. Then comes the nature of tangents. So we can see from this table that for t is equal to 0, t is equal to pi and t is equal to 2 pi. The value of dy by dx is 0. That means that at these points we have tangents which are parallel to x-axis, because we know that when dy by dx is equal to 0, we have a tangent to the curve at that point which is parallel to x-axis. Now similarly we can see for t is equal to pi by 2 and t is equal to 3 pi by 2. We have dy by dx as infinity. And we know that when dy by dx at a point, if it is infinity, if the value of dy by dx is infinity at that point, then the curve has a tangent which is parallel to y-axis at that particular point. So at t is equal to pi by 2 and t is equal to 3 pi by 2. We have tangents to the curve which are parallel to y-axis. So from all this information which we have found out, the curve will be like this. Let's see here. This is t is equal to 0. This is t is equal to pi by 2. This is t is equal to pi and this is t is equal to 3 pi by 2. Now we can see when t is 0, the value of x is a, value of y is 0 and the tangent it is parallel to x-axis. So at t is equal to 0, the value of x is a, y is 0 and the tangent is parallel to x-axis. Similarly, we can plot the curve for all the points, that is for t is equal to pi by 2, then t is equal to pi, t is equal to 3 pi by 2 and again t is equal to 2 pi. It will be the same as t is equal to 0. These points, they form the cusp. And we have here tangents which are parallel. Here we have tangents which are parallel to x-axis and here we have tangents which are parallel to y-axis. Thank you.